Welcome everybody back for some more Minecraft on the channel, and Happy New Year to everyone. As of recording this video, it's the first full week of January. I can't exactly remember what date it is. I believe it will be that's not right. It will be the 6th of January today, so I hope you guys did have a good first couple of days of January, and we're jumping back into some videos. I did take a little bit of a break, but we're back, and we're going to have, hopefully, some videos over the next couple of weeks / months and throughout the year. So, as mentioned in the previous Minecraft video, we're going to be going ahead and working on a area over here, which is going to be a little bit of a armory building, which will be kind of poking out the side here and will sit a little bit lower than here. And I was thinking about pulling it out 2 blocks from the edge, like so, and then letting it sort of naturally fall down into being a 2 block high building. So do that, that, and that, and then that will basically become the size of the building. I think we're obviously going to have to make this go up a little bit higher, like so, and then the building is obviously going to slope down like that. Obviously, I believe there is probably going to be a middle bit, 1, 2. So yeah, the middle one is actually here. So we have a single door going into this building, and then of course the ceiling will be wood, like so. I'm not sure I like the idea of the building sloping anymore. The building is not going to slope because it makes it feel real low in here. But yeah, this is basically the general size of this building. Luckily I have one of these to spare from earlier, and then we can pull this around like so, and then we have a teeny tiny, a little kind of armory style building, and then we can come off the path here, go into here, and then in here obviously we're going to go ahead and take out the floor, which obviously means we can decorate a little bit in here with chests and all that fun stuff. And that could literally have just wasted a block, but that's okay. So obviously this is an armory, so we're going to go ahead and have a crafting table here in the corners. I'm actually going to do 2 crafting tables in the corners, and then we can go and collect a couple of other resources from down at the main camp area, as I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any resources in here. That's going to be very useful. Unfortunately not, but we're actually going to head down here, say hello to the lads. I thought I had rockets. Anyway, we need some iron. 6 is probably more than enough. We have logs at the top there, but we do need some cobblestone, which of course we have plenty of over here in the huge smelter we've got going on here. It should not be too hard to find some cobblestone, and then we can head back up to the top. Just looking at all the chests. It's been a long time since I played. head back up to the top. Obviously craft up the furnaces, and then maybe some more furnaces. So I want 2 normal furnaces, and then I would like 2 of the other style furnaces, which I believe I'm going to need. I don't think it's stone. I think I do actually need the other stuff for that. Actually, we can go find out actually. So I would like a blast furnace, which does require 3 smooth, so that's good. Some of those on the go, which means we can obviously make one now. Head back over here. So we also need to get ourselves some armor stands. Just need one more. I will leave the other ones smelting in there as they are useful, potentially in the future. There we go. Might even get ourselves a couple of cauldrons and stuff. Obviously, these will basically be filled with water as like a cleaning kind of thing. We also need to get ourselves some wood, as so. I'm pretty sure we can make sticks with this, which will allow us to make the armor stands. I don't think I've ever made an armor stand. Pudding stand. My spelling is not great. I believe it's 3 of them, and then I don't know how to make an armor stand. Okay, so I figured out it is one of some of these, and then we need to turn these into slabs, and then we can get 2 of them, and then we need 2, 2, 2, 2, and so on and so forth. We have run out of iron. These are obviously just for display more than anything. But we need iron for the other things that are going in here as well. So we need obviously 2 of them, 2 of them, but then we also are going to have I'm going to need 8, 8. So we're actually going to have 2 of these as well in there as well. Hopefully I can get some gunpowder from over here. Surely there'll be some down here, and then we can head back up. Have a sleep. Yes. Go to sleep. I might sleep in the bed that's down here actually. It might be easier to do that. Respawn point set. It's good to know the minecarts are running anyway. Right, and then we can grab some paper, and then we can craft ourselves basically as many rockets as that makes us. And then we can go ahead and head back up here. Oh, that looks nice actually. And then we can head it back into here, and then we'll have one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them, and then a cauldron in the center with some water. In the corners of the room here and here we'll have the armor stations, obviously iron armor in here, like so, and then we can have the smithing tables in these corners, like so. And that kind of gives this room kind of like a really nice kind of vibe and stuff. I'm going to punch out some little windows in here as well. Of course, these will be purely decorative, but they'll also just be very simple as well. So if we get one of these and come back in there, and then we can make spruce fences, like so. Kind of ties in with the structure behind it as well, quite nicely. I might actually make them, oh that's good actually, two windows, yeah. And then obviously this will have 4 jobs in here for the villagers, because you'll have the blast furnace villagers, the cauldron villager, and these 2. But it's a nice little sort of upgrade station area in there. Obviously the last thing we need to do is add the door. There we go. I don't know what happened to me, so I want to find. But there we go. Oh, place 2. There we go. There's that little kind of structure who pokes out to the side, but there's a nice little armory in here. Somewhere where we can smelt, where the villagers are obviously going to go and live. Just need to add the small bits of detail at the top here, which include continuing the sort of structure of the outside edge of the build. There we go. And then we can put one there, one there, one there. And obviously this is actually accessible from up here, and then we can kind of look over to everything as well, but it kind of gives the roof a lot of detail as well. Obviously it doesn't really overhang, which kind of doesn't look great, but it is a very nice building nonetheless. Now what else can we, or do we need to do? If we obviously look up from the top of the castle, you can see we have a lot of space. Obviously I've tackled the animal farms, we've got the armory in here, we've got a actual farm over here, and of course we have the castle wall. Now from about, I would say about this point here, we're going to have our actual house, and the base will be in here, in this section here, with storage down there, obviously leading up to the tower, and obviously this is how we got the animals in, which I think is quite funny just to leave that there for momentarily. So we can kind of start shaping up this sort of entrance to the base. Obviously it's going to be as tall as the wall, like so, and then come all the way along like this. It's going to go up higher the further back that you go, so I'm not too worried about that. And then we're obviously going to go ahead and pull it down the wall like so, go maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then whack another pillar in. 1, 2, 3, 4, whack another pillar in, whack another pillar in, pillar in, and so on and so forth until we get to the other end, where it obviously does not quite line up because it's a 3 block hole, but it's okay because this one here is going to be a double wide, like so. And that's obviously going to be our entrance into the house portion, or the base portion, the main base portion of the build. which we can actually put in these blocks now. So yeah, it does look a little bit silly and a little bit funny, but it'll make more sense once we get the base layers in, like so. And it's obviously going to be slightly off sync anyway, because the whole point of this build was to make it very not symmetrical. I'm also going to fill these in like so, and maybe like this as well. I want to make it look quite old and tattered and stuff, but still kind of modern. But obviously we're not going to be able to get the full symmetrical stuff. But 9 times out of 10, if you look at a real building in real life, it's not very symmetrical in the slightest. And then that's given like a really good kind of cut-off point of where and what we need to fill in regards to everything else. And then here, obviously, this will be the house, have a ceiling on it, and then obviously if we go back further, it will have a separate higher level as well, which will have like the bedroom in and all sorts. And then we'll be able to have access to the wall and all sorts of that thing. But this back here is going to take a little bit more time to design and figure out and stuff, and obviously be able to get into this tower here. I haven't finished that, but that's something that needs to be accessed from the front. And as you can see, the tower kind of looks wonky at this time, and I kind of left it because I wasn't really sure what I really wanted to do with that. Now we need to get the floor in here all sorted, so I'll see you guys once the floor is complete. The floor is now completed. Apparently I unpaused it by accident, but recording. But obviously we have set up for a beautiful start. So we got this storage room here, which looks amazing. Let me just quickly get in here and get in the corner. Take a lovely little photo. And then obviously we have the outside of the building. Again, looks very nice, very, very cool and interesting at the same time. And of course we've now started work on the back part of the base. It's really giving this area a lot of structure and stuff. We still have a lot of space to fill in, but of course the house is going to be built back here. I'm thinking of having storage all back here along this wall and this wall, obviously leading into the back portion here. Obviously it's not very symmetrical at all. We can have a lovely little area in here for armor. Obviously all this space in here, especially the storage area, will be primarily just for looks, purely for looks, purely for display and to look nice, and for somewhere for obviously the character of me to go and sleep. And of course I've always wanted to make a castle in Minecraft, so I'm fulfilling that as well. The main storage area will actually be below here, this part of the mountain here, all underground, and there'll be a chest or a double chest system which will sit either, I'll have one up there as well, but there'll be one down here as well next to the camp or in the tent, which I'll be able to put any item in Minecraft into the chest, and of course then be able to send it down into a huge storage system which will be able to sort everything for me. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy, and nonetheless a little bit of a shorter episode, and again, once again, hope you guys did have a good New Year's, and of course please stay tuned to the channel, as hopefully I'll be uploading a lot more consistently this year, trying to get at least 5 to 6 videos out every single week. That's the goal, and hopefully we can go ahead and achieve that this year. A huge amount of support from you guys in the last year, and of course I cannot thank you guys enough for all of the support in the last year. See you guys next time. Goodbye.